Alright, Shalom. I'd like to start this video by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Dash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Salutes to you Akim out there that continue to push the word in truth and in sincerity. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Barakatham. Yeah man, here again with a quick lesson. And the title of this one is quite simple. The roles shall reverse. Okay, the roles shall reverse, man. You know, because the Lord set it up where that we had to, you know, and our apostles got this from their teachers. They say, I believe it was uh, if it wasn't High Priest Ariyah, it was one of the great heads of old. You know, Salaki, I can't remember the exact person. It would have been either King Marshal or High Priest Ariyah. But one of them said that we had to learn, and our apostles tell us the account of them saying this, that we had to learn, well, we have to learn wickedness on this side so that we can appreciate righteousness in the kingdom. And that's a very true saying, okay? So everything that, for the most part, overall, and everything that we go through is wickedness, essentially, or is to a wicked end, alright, through the process of life, for lack of a better term, on this side, okay? And we're learning wickedness, we're going through wickedness because the Lord set it up whereby we wouldn't hearken unto his voice, unto his word, okay? But an elect would in the end, pretty much, and then through them the nation will come back and be completely and totally righteous in the kingdom. And we're almost at that point, okay? But because we went off as a result, the Lord put curses on us, man, you know. And this is going all the way back to the basics, you know. But the point is, the roles shall reverse, man, because all the curses that were the Heavenly Father Yahweh placed on us, the nation of Israel, okay, it's gonna be placed on our enemy, man, primarily Esau, first and foremost Esau, man, you know. And I'm just gonna get it. Deuteronomy chapter 30 verse 7, and it says, and the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So guess what, man? All nations had a hand at one point in time in the slavery and captivity of Israelites. All nations. Now the number one culprit is Esau, but guess what? Like I said, all nations, man. Okay? We're talking Elam, we're talking Cush, okay? We're talking Moab, and the list can go on, man. But all nations has had a hand in the mistreating and enslavement and captivity of Israel. Once again, primarily Esau, okay? That's why he gonna get it the worst in the kingdom, you know? Now, I forget where it's taken from, but there's a scripture that basically says, don't laugh, because how'd it go, man? Do not laugh anymore. Salaki, man, I can't even remember the scripture. I'm gonna go check it up after this video, but basically the Lord is telling these other nations, don't laugh, man, because you gonna get the same punishment, man. Not as hard as Esau, but you gonna get it too, okay? And this is Deuteronomy 30 and 2, and it says, and shall return unto Yahweh thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, and thou and thy children with all thine heart and with all thy soul. And that's going to happen in the kingdom perfectly, okay? Because there were times where we would turn back to the Lord and then we'll flop, and then we'll turn back to the Lord and then we'll turn away from him, okay? Until the Lord said, to hell with you guys, man, you know. The Lord wanted to do away with Israel. He said to Moses, listen, let me raise up another nation, you know. But Marsha, which is Moses, basically prayed for us, man, interceded for us to Yahweh, and then the Lord kept us, man. And the Lord's always gonna keep us, but you know, it's the Lord's play, and everything, every line, every sentence, every movement is according to how He wants it to be, you know. Okay, but in the kingdom, there ain't gonna be no going back and going forth and going. No, man, we gonna keep the law 100%. Okay, we gonna live righteously, man. Okay, and the scripture says the law shall be in our inward parts, man, and the law shall go out of Zion, man. And that's talking about the whole nation of Israel, but essentially it's gonna start with the elect, man. Yahushua, okay, and then the elect, okay. Cause we gonna be the government. Yahweh Tazar, Babukusha, we are of that hopeful elect of that number. We gonna be the ones enforcing. We gonna be the government, man, the ruling government. Alright. But as it says in Deuteronomy 30:7, all the and the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon our enemies, man. Okay. Now if you go to Deuteronomy 28, I ain't gonna read the whole thing. Let's get to the curses bit. Cursed shalt thou be in the city and shalt be in the field. Okay. So, you know, Esau ain't even gonna have his own city, man. He gonna be in the pits. It's gonna be that bad, man. You know, cursed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy land. So you're gonna have the other nations. They're gonna be having deformed children. You know, stillborns. Okay. The increase of thy clientage and the flocks of thy sheep. Okay, the other nations gonna go through parts where they're gonna have hard times, they're gonna have good times, you know. Cursed shall thou be when they comest and when thou goest out, man. You know. Vexation and rebuke. In all that thou settest thine hand unto for to do shall that be destroyed. So the other they gonna have hard times, man. You know. Now, we're in the kingdom, we're going to have the ability to make it good for them. And we're going to have the ability to make it hard for them. You know, and like I said, all the other nations, they ain't going to get it as bad. But they going to get it, man. And Esau, boy oh boy, man. The role shall be reversed, man. You know. I ain't going to read the whole of Deuteronomy 28, man. You can go and read it if you haven't read it already. You should have, man. You know, but all the curses therein shall be placed on Esau and the other nations, man. Primarily Esau. Now let's get Amos 9:2, and it says, though they dig into hell, because that's what they've done. They're underground bunkers, they're undersea societies and cities, or whatever the cases may be. You know, though they dig into hell, which is under the ground, then shall mine hand take them. Okay. Now hell was also known as a condition and also the grave under earth, man. But all that idea of hell being a fiery pit with a man, with a red guy with a pitchfork, that's not true, man. Okay, that's false and that's stupid. Okay, though they climb up onto heaven, then when I bring them down, because they got their escape societies or